Hi, guys. Thank you
Hi.
for watching the replay.
Hi, Gail. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. It's
What
nice
did
to
you
see
do
you.
today? Anything
Oh,
important?
goodness. I'm just kind of like painting my coop and kind of trying to do some staining around the window trims and stuff and kind of working on preparedness stuff. So,
Welcome in, Rudy.
hi, Ruth.
I love the red that you painted it. She painted her chicken coop the most beautiful barn red. And she's thinking about putting a sunflower above the coop, I think, or the
Yeah. Yep.
nesting box or something. So
Yeah.
that'll be really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so today, let's see, I did grocery shopping. What else did I do? I did some laundry. Nothing too exciting, really. Spent some time on the phone and just communicating with friends about different
Right.
things that are
Hi, Jamie.
happening and just all that. Hello,
Hi,
Tammy with Mountain Grandma, and hello, Jamie's Country Living. So, we're going to get right on the topic. Please share this out if you have a community tab. Welcome in, Daniel. Welcome in. Okay, so this
Prairie
is my
Living
bug
Center.
out bag. You see that?
That's nice size.
Yeah,
Good.
it's a good size. Pretty heavy. It would definitely put some muscle on you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pull things out, and she's going to name off what she thinks should go in hers. Okay.
Okay, so everybody, this is a go bag. Different people might call it a different thing, like an emergency bag in case you have to leave or go help someone.
So these are like
Everybody,
zip ties.
that's important.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good idea to have a multitude of things in your bag. It might look different for you or you and your family. So these are just ideas. These are things that Gail is using. Starter squares. Oh, that's
Fire starter. Hubby bought that for me. There's 24 in here. Okay.
cool.
Oh. Toilet paper. You can see it's been kind of squished in there for a while.
I
TP.
would I would put that in a Ziploc bag. Just in case you don't wet butt wipe.
That's a great idea. That's a great. When I put it back in, I'll put it in a gallon size bag. A water bottle.
That's important.
And this is an old pan. I was going to throw it away.
That's on my list.
Yeah, it was one I was going to throw it away anyway. A cup, like a metal cup.
Okay. In case you want some coffee or if you have
Benadryl. If you have an allergy reaction to anything, Benadryl. And if you're going to be sleeping out with the bugs and all the things, you're going to need something to knock yourself out. And this helps with a lot of reactions to things. Some elastic bandage support stuff, that you would wrap your leg with.
Yeah, like if you twisted your ankle or whatever the case may be.
Oh, this is an important one. This is a glasses case. And these are a pair of my old glasses. So a second pair of glasses for your bug out bag. I thought that was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have two of these. Well,
that's good because sometimes if you have an injury, you might go through that stuff.
It's just a plain old piece of just like a flyer from something, because this could be used for fire and it doesn't weigh that much. So it's basically a redneck fire starter, kind of like what's in the other thing. But yeah. Use it to make fire if everything's wet. This is a little mini first aid kit. It's got Q-tips, scissors, clippers, tweezers, all kinds of little.
That's important. Scissors and tweezers.
There's a bandage. There's a lot of random bandages, Band-Aids, different sizes in here. Wash rag.
Yep. You need to keep cleanliness. This is very important.
This is like a silverware. It's got like sugar, coffee stir. I don't know. I got it and I just threw it in here. It's got salt, just like, that.
Yeah.
I think I threw a few of those in there.
Okay. Hi, Jan. Welcome in. Hi, Deborah.
Coffee.
Yeah.
It's like a coffee pod thing. So I could take that pot and use this to make coffee. Like, and then I got the metal cup in the pot, and I can make coffee. I got the sugar.
Mike says keep some dryer lint in a Ziploc bag. That's good for
yeah, that's a good suggestion. And there might even be some of that in here. Okay, yeah. So I have a video somewhere on how to make a button lamp.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So all the stuff to make a button lamp is in here. So there's a saucer, there's a couple of pieces of material, and some pennies and matches in here. So you can make a button lamp like they did on the Little House on the Prairie. And you take your penny and you put it in the cloth and you do a twisty tie and you know, and then you have to have oil too. So I must have oil somewhere in here, but you burn it like an old fashioned button lamp. So this is stuff for that. There is a video on Gail's Southern Living if y'all want to check that out on the button lamp.
I think so. I need to check it out because I have not seen that.
Now, these are not my favorite thing in the whole wide world, but
yum.
The sausages.
It's better than nothing.
Tastes like baby food. It's like a hand towel.
Yep.
Some cordage.
Yeah. Paracord's important for shelters or drying clothing.
More that coffee, more of that newspaper.
Can opener.
Maybe. You'd have to have some cans with you. Otherwise, this wouldn't be very helpful.
Well, you just had one.
No, that's a pull top.
Oh, okay.
Ibuprofen. This is like Advil.
Okay.
Matches. I think I need to go ahead and put this in a Ziploc bag, though. But it's a whole 10 pack of matches.
Yeah. Right. You know, they have those refrigerator bags where you put like your vegetables or your fruit in them, and they're like really thick plastic. Do you know what I'm talking about? They sell them. It's like a little clear, like baggies that people use to put like fruits and vegetables in it. Those might be better than a Ziploc to put some of that stuff in because they're thicker.
Yeah, agreed. Maybe even like a Mylar bag. Hello, Deborah's Delicious Dishes. This is a filling kit. So say your filling comes out and you've bugged out somewhere. This would fill in your tooth. And it's a little thing, and you put that in, and there's a little thing to put that down. So dental problems, you know.
Right.
Here we go. A Sawyer mini water filter.
That should be number one in your bag. Is
some be able to filter water.
In my opinion.
A very old, you know, like what you call it,
protein bar.
Yeah, protein bar-ish thing, you know, kind of thing. But it's you can tell. I have to check the date on that. I may need to check the dates on my things and replace them.
Yeah, that's a good thing to go. You know, that's as good. We're going through it. You never know.
Okay. A fork. And say you're making some soup. You know, you got some wild lettuce and some wild herbs, and you filtered your water and you made yourself some soup.
Yeah, how are you going to get it from the pot to your bowl? But you could just eat out of the pot.
True, but if there's more than one of you, and then you could eat out of the cup because you got the cup.
Well, good morning, Ariella.
Flashlight?
Yep, flashlights are awesome. Extra batteries or solar.
This is another little LED light kind of thing, so I threw that in there. Chicken breast. Oh, here's what I need the can opener for. Chicken breast.
There you go.
Soap. Flashlights. I mean, not flashlights. Lighters. Sorry, lighters. Antibiotic. Socks. Stuff to sew with.
Yep. You want to keep your feet dry if you're not able to.
Another random granola bar type thing. Uh-oh, I found a razor.
Disinfectant?
It's got hand sanitizer, like an alcohol, something or other.
Yeah.
I put a nail kit in there for some reason.
You could get a hangnail or
a couple of ponytail holders, but I think I need to take them off the holder because the holder's not that necessary. Oh, I see another thing of toilet paper.
Gail's not going to worry about that.
Well, I will eventually, but
yeah.
Here's a random toothbrush that's not in anything. Okay, whatever. I guess you get desperate enough, you'll use it. And I don't think I knew what I put in there because there's another hand sanitizer. Well, there's 2 forks. Now that makes sense because I'm married, so 2 forks. Another silverware thing. A spoon. Here we go. Some tea light candles.
Okay. That can be handy to keep you warm. If you can find some kind of a glass bowl or jar.
Inhaler.
Or a tin can. You can put it in a tin can. One of those
inhaler because I am slightly asthmatic.
Yep. You want to have your medications and things like that with you in multiple bags and things like that.
All right. Now I'm on the side. I'm on the side pocket. There is a knife.
Very important.
I won this at the Pryor, Oklahoma meetup, and I put it in my bug out bag. It's been here ever since.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Hi, Mike.
And then I have a bag full of random stuff. So I have a whistle.
Mm-hmm.
A whistle.
Yep. If you're stuck or tripped and can't get up or something, you can blow a whistle for help.
This is a little rubber band. Some bandage. Some Sensodyne toothpaste. This again goes along with the dental problem you may have. Dental floss.
Vacuum sealing.
Athlete's foot cream. How did that make it in here? Athlete's foot cream. What?
Yeah, that's a good idea because athlete's foot or yeast infections, like sometimes.
Another thing, you should put some seeds. So if you're bugging out because your house is gone, dude, you need to put your seeds up somewhere. So there's a little bit of seeds here.
Yeah. Hemorrhoid cream. I'm sorry I'm saying it, but that might be a possibility because you're stressed out.
More Band-Aids. Mm-hmm. I was trying to make sure I had ponytail holders. They're everywhere. Yeah. Because if your hair is dirty, you're not going to want to leave it down. You're going to want to put it up in a bun or a ponytail. Yeah. Toothpaste. Clippers. Now, I'm not sure what the sharpener was for. I must have a pencil or a pen in here. There's some different, like safety pins, a bobby pin, like a clip binder thingy, when you're trying to build a shelter or make your own little tools for things. I'm putting stuff back in here. So it seems so random because you're just pulling it out. But, at the time, I need to check for all the doubles, though.
Yeah.
Let me see if I missed any.
Okay.
It has all these little compartments. See?
Okay.
Okay. So this one's going to throw you off. So what do you think I would use this old bread bag for? Anybody?
Well, dirty laundry, maybe. When I was a kid, we used to put those over
That's
our.
A great idea. In the chat, tell me what you think. Oh, I didn't even put shampoo in here, Jamie. Oh no, there's no shampoo. I didn't think of that. Okay,
So
we'll have to add that to the list.
right?
What do you think this is for?
I wore those over my socks in Alaska as a kid before I put my moon boots on to help.
But I actually put it in for foraging.
That's a good idea.
Foraging wild lettuce, wild mushrooms, berries.
You can just
yeah, golly, y'all coming up with 50 million reasons, but there's a bunch of reasons. So I'm thinking have a few bags with you for things that you collect. So if you watch any of these survival shows, they always give them a bag, and that bag carries their stuff, and they use it for foraging and collecting things.
No, you don't want to put the poo-poo in there. You bury your poo-poo in the ground. Don't take it with you. No.
Where there's another bag. See, just a Walmart sack. And my matches.
You got a lot of matches. You won't get cold, I know that.
Now this is in an old Tic Tac container, and it's kind of like sealed at the top. And I took the matches thing and put it that way. If your other ones get wet,
a rain bonnet.
You have some that are actually dry. So
yeah,
the other ones need to be in another bag too. But anyway, so some matches that are hopefully going to be dry.
Sometimes some matches won't light.
Tea light candle. Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm. And I may need to put those in my normal and buy new ones too.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything in any other bags. Now, I don't see a tarp in here, but I think a tarp would be a good idea. There's a little Post-it note. See, I knew I had something in here for writing, a Post-it note thing, and a pair of scissors. That's where these are. I've been looking for these.
I would get some scissors that have a case that goes on to the tip of it.
That's a good idea.
You can find them somewhere where it has like a little case, kind of like how some knives have a little casing for them. And that way, when you're in a rush digging around trying to find that, you don't,
Yeah, and this is a really good backpack that I didn't purchase. It was given to me. My very last job I had in my hometown was at an oil field company, and they bought all these really nice backpacks that had these laptop section right here, this little extra section. So this would be a great place to put like your tarp, because you want to be able to do a shelter. So that's why I have the paracord and the zippy ties. That's for making shelter.
Yes.
So what do you guys think I'm missing? If you were here the whole time, what do you think I'm missing? And Heather, go over your bag and let's see how much of that stuff I got.
So Band-Aids, we saw Band-Aids. I would recommend some other types of Band-Aids for bigger injuries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually recently bought some of those because my husband put toilet paper on my
gauze type pads. And
I have. They're like that size.
Yep, she had Bic lighters. She had lots of lighters and matches. You were really good on the fire starting stuff.
And fire starting and
light. An antibiotic ointment and wipes. Because
wipes. I'm surprised I don't have wipes in here.
If you have any type of a cut, any size, you need to keep that clean. So that's very important. You also need to keep your hands and your bathroom particles clean.
Garbage bags to make a bed. That's a good idea, Jennifer.
Yeah. You got socks. Socks are important because your feet are important because you're going to need them. Some Mylar bags or some Ziploc bags or something like that to put a lot of your things in. You've got your fire starter stuff. Definitely got that. You've got a few different flashlights. That's important. Make sure your batteries are good if they take batteries. You've got the paracord, which can be for drying clothes. You can also section off an area of where you're sleeping. There's all kinds of things you can do with that. Water, you've got your water purifier. That's important. Knowing where your water resources are in different directions of where you work or where you live or where you may go shopping is a good idea too. Let's see, protein. So that's something you're gonna go over and check on the dates, having like beef jerky, maybe a little thing of peanut butter, just different options of protein, because you don't know when you're gonna find or be able to eat again. Right? Your meds that you have to take daily, you want to have those, some extras of those in your bag, and keeping up to date on the expirations and stuff and rotating. A compass, and know how to read a compass, because cell phones may not work.
I think my husband has that in his hunting bag, because he says his hunting bag is his bug out bag. So, but yeah, I did have lighter.
Dawn dish soap. Dawn dish soap.
Really that's good. A good one. Duct tape. Oh, dish soap. Yeah.
Solar powered bank that is the size of a hand is good to keep for your phone to be charged, because you might come into cell phone service eventually, maybe. Rain ponchos, that's important. Let's see, tape. Oh yeah, good tape, like duct tape or something like that.
That's great. Family Farm.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Okay, so a small shovel so you can bury your poo or dig out for a fire.
Like I check with hubby to see if he has anything you could use.
You can get a good hand shovel.
Honestly, I'll be very lucky if I can carry that.
Well, just a little, your little gardener shovel, but one that's sturdy that you could actually.
Yeah. That I could do. Yeah.
So, a water resistant emergency blanket. They have some.
Oh, I actually have. I have bought those before. I'm surprised I don't have one in here. I'm shocked.
Ooh.
I know. I'm shocked.
I'm just kidding.
But I did think that I needed to go through and update it. But I've literally had this back for years. And hubby bought the water filter, the fire starter. He bought those 2 items for me a while back.
I think reading the information or looking up or watching videos on all the different items you have in your bag and knowing how they work, instead of, right in the minute of it or the seconds of it, you're trying to figure out, how does this thing work? You already have it up here.
Like on the Sawyer water filter thingy, maybe.
Yeah.
You could take it out, read it, and then put it back in a Ziploc bag to keep it.
Mm-hmm. And you have your pot. That's good. A pot or a pan or something to cook whatever you've got in. I thought maybe flares, so you can shoot them off if you are stuck or need help, depending on the situation.
Yeah. I was thinking the opposite way. Do you really want to bring attention to yourself?
Yeah, depending on the situation.
If you don't want to, maybe you do.
Yeah. You could also use it for a fire starter if it was that type of situation. Shoelaces, extra shoelaces, and a pair of shoes. You can tie them on the side of your bag, because you're going to be using your shoes quite a bit walking, maybe.
Yes, I do need one of those. Actually, I think my husband has one in his hunting bag on the fire starter thing. I think he has that.
You'll be able,
you'll be carrying half of the supplies as well, of course.
Yeah. Also, you're going to want to filter your water before you use it for cooking. And then a hat, because if it's hot out or raining or whatever, to keep the sun or rain or whatever off your head and your head dry.
Yeah, you could actually clip that to your bag.
The shoes?
That metal water bottle, but also, what did you just say?
Flares, shoelaces, hat.
You could connect your hat to your bag. There's a couple of things you could hang off of your bag to make space,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would definitely do that. Maybe keep all of your medical stuff in one pocket, like figure out what works best for you of putting things, documents like your ID and maybe some family photos,
I'm
stuff.
thinking if the world's gone completely nuts, that you're not going to need
Yeah,
money.
I don't care about that. I also but it depends on the situation.
Nobody has money. If it's in the bank, nobody will have money. You'll all be poor.
Yeah. I thought about like a small
Yeah.
list of phone numbers of your family, friends, addresses of
I
family,
did
friends.
want to do that. I did want to do that.
Because what if you just don't remember because you're so stressed out?
Yes, because if it's in your phone and your phone eventually the battery will die and you did find a working phone somewhere, someone else's phone, you won't know your numbers to call your mother, your sister, your brother, your
Yeah,
friends
it's
from
just,
YouTube. All of that won't be in here. You won't have this. You
well,
won't have
and
this. This
I've
will be of
witnessed
no use.
before an elderly lady that was driving and a gal had ran a red light and hit her car. So I stopped and I got out to help her, and she couldn't remember how to put the brake on in her car because it was slowly still rolling.
Bandanas, yeah.
And so I had to let her know, okay, I'm coming, I'm going to help you. And I'm trying to help her, but she couldn't do it. So you forget when you're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
your pet's needs. Do you need to have leashes, collars, maybe a fold up animal for cats or something small? Yeah. And then make sure that you put like any paper products sealed in a waterproof baggie or some sort of thing like that. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. Um, maybe some freeze-dried foods. I know those can be kind of expensive. Dehydrated type foods. Maybe you
I
can
was trying to
throw
figure out what this was.
some spices and stuff together so that you can make a soup or something, because then it would be smaller stuff.
Yeah, some dehydrated items to
Yeah,
make
that's why I have
make your first soup before you start your foraging part. Because if you're actually living in the
you have
woods,
to have the energy to go and get that food, go and forage and all that stuff. Hi, Bud Files. Um,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but knowing your water resources and being able to filter the water and having, so I took a preparedness class, and the guy that was doing the class had all the stuff that you could possibly ever need for a bug out.
So, how would you grade my bag, old fashioned style, from A to F? How would you grade my bag? How do you think I did there on that so far?
I'd say minus the blanket, I would give you a B.
It's better than I expected.
Yeah.
I expected a C minus, actually. But anyway, yeah.
I would add some of the stuff that your husband might have, because what if you're at the camp spot or wherever you guys are staying and he's going to see if you guys caught a rabbit like a mile away, and you need something that was in his bag.
Well, I have a knife and he has a knife. So we both have a knife. So that we do have that. I do have my knife. It's never been used. It's brand new. So it's completely sharp. So it's, that's good. In the fact that it's brand new. I won it from that meetup like 3 years ago and it's just sitting there.
Yeah, definitely have a good knife that's strong, that you can't, bend it. And they have like military shovels that fold up that are pretty small, that you could hang on the back of your thing so it's not like whacking you in the leg or anything.
I can't believe I forgot shampoo, wipes.
Well, you have the bar of soap. The bar of soap is better
you can technically use for all that, technically.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah. I mean, right?
Or you could buy a thing of dish soap and you could use that for washing your dishes, washing yourself, and washing your hair. Your hair would be nappy anyway, so Does it really matter what kind of shampoo you wash it with if your hair is already nappy?
As long as you're keeping clean and keeping the bugs off of you, that's another thing. Like bugs. Like, is there mosquitoes in your area or whatever kind of other creatures and critter buggy things? I
don't really believe in bug spray because I feel like it's full of DEET and chemicals. So maybe something more natural, like vanilla or some herbs, things like that. Maybe.
Yeah, have a couple of things in there for bugs would be a good idea. You can use your pack for a pillow, so you can kind of sit up to relax. Don't forget your pets. A little bit of food if you're taking your pets, if you can.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm thinking like if everything's destroyed, it's just you and your husband, and your pets are not an issue.
So now,
I mean, it's sad, but
right?
It could be. I mean, I hope not. I mean, I first would want to bug in, but
oh yeah, for sure.
If something happens to your house, there's nothing you can do. However, as long as there's no other threat around you, in our case, we could use our shed. We could use our camper if it's not messed up.
Yeah, you can use your coat for a pillow. Jennifer says sulfur pills help keep mosquitoes away because you don't want to have. You don't want to.
Oh, yeah. I'm allergic to sulfur, so that wouldn't do me good.
But yeah, do some other things.
I'd be broke out from the sulfur.
Yeah. Make sure that you have a good pair of shoes to begin with. And like I said, I'd hang a pair of shoes off the side of your bag and have your shoelaces.
Extra shoelaces.
What if your shoes get wet?
I'm going to try to remember to write out the list of what you guys said to add to my bag. And I did notice that I had some duplicates. And so I think I should maybe take out some of the duplicates. I have a Sawyer water filter, James Hall, that I showed earlier.
Yep. Ariella says a meetup spot with family in case you're separated. So you don't want to want to have a plan A, B, C, maybe D.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not an A, where are you going to be if you're not there? You know what I mean? So hello, welcome in.
Holly being large, welcome in.
Maybe a deck of cards. Oh, look at that. Jennifer said that too.
Yeah. A spiral notebook too, because when I get bored or whatever, I like to draw or write or stuff like that. So
maybe
one of the first things I put in there was a spiral and a pen, because when I go to meetups and we go on trips, if I'm not doing something, I may have a brilliant YouTube idea and I may need to write it down so I don't forget what it is right away, So
yeah. So one time I was on Our Treasured Home with Nancy, and they were talking about kind of a little bit about this kind of stuff. And some people may have disabilities. It could be age. I mean, somebody could be pregnant. You never know. You could have gotten injured, right? So I suggest having a bag in your bedroom, a bag by your front door, and maybe some other places that have all these items in it. So if you can't get to them, and keep them in the same places at all times. So when the time's time, exactly where that is, right?
Yeah. Mine is my bug out bag stays in the bedroom, because I figure if something happens in the middle of the night, I can grab it, throw it on my shoulder, and try to climb out, and it'll be close to me.
Maybe have a butchering book and a foraging book.
Oh, yeah. My husband does that, and I don't really like blood. I will do it if I have to, but
I can guarantee you'll go savage. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Go savage? Yeah, well, they do. On these survival shows, they do go savage.
Yeah.
They do go savage, but I will.
Wait.
I don't plan on eating my chickens, but if I have to, I will eat mocha on a plate. I'll eat brownie. I'll eat Paris. I'll eat Gretchen. I'll eat all the chickens, if I have to. But I'm going to eat the mean ones first. Just kidding. But yeah, we'll leave the
feminine products are also something good. If you get pads, you don't, even if you don't have that type of a thing going on, you can also use those pads on an injury.
For wounds, yeah. Like if somebody gets a wound, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, in your vehicle. I'd have that in your vehicle because you never know.
Yeah, I actually have it's not a bug out bag, it's a bug out, or it's an emergency box in my car. So when I started on YouTube, I started to learn about chickens, but I went from learning about chickens to prepping to homesteading. That was my journey. And then on to gardening and some other things. But that was my journey. And somewhere in there, I had the prepping friends, and that's when I put this bag together.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I definitely add some kind of protein bars, peanut butter, some cracker, maybe some of those little cracker tuna or cracker chicken little.
Yeah. I just need to have an update on my phone to move the things around because hello, Life with Misty, because those things get old. Like this can of chicken. Well, let's just do an example. Guess what year this can of chicken is?
1999. No, I'm kidding.
Now, that's no indication of what year I put it in because there could have been a couple of years on it when I did this.
2021.
2023. You got it, Tammy. 2023. Because look, it's got a 23 on top.
It's still edible, so you should keep it out and eat it.
Yeah, this needs to be eaten. This has got quesadillas written all over it.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be some good quesadillas.
Chapstick.
Yes, chapstick. I do have a few of those.
Maybe some Vaseline in case you have an itchy or dry something on you. I don't know.
Vaseline would be messy if it got all over your back. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh.
Well, I would just get one of those
I understand.
Travel ones, maybe.
You had to wrap and double wrap that thing. But yeah, I have 2023s. Yeah. I think since I've got the bag out, I got everything loaded in. This is a whole sink full. I put a dish towel in the bottom of my sink because it's right next to where I sit so that it wouldn't get wet or anything go down the drain. So I put it right there next to me, and it is overflowing from the sink. That's how full the bug out bag is. But I think I'm going to pull out some duplicates. And I'm going to kind of refresh and redo it and add some things. I do feel like I need to add peanut butter. I also feel like I need to add a reminder on my phone to check the dates of the food. And I should put all the food toward the front. So it's easy to check the food without digging everything else out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I was thinking maybe some fishing line and a fishing hook because you could always tie it to a.
You know what? I bet that stuff is in hubby's bag. I bet he would have hunting and fishing stuff in his bag.
But does he have it for two? Because maybe it'd be good for you and him to be fishing at once.
True. Yeah.
Because you might have some fish and he may not.
Two going at the same time. Agree.
Yeah. So is there anything else any of you might have or can think of? Yep. Sanitary pads and
Will you turn the oven on and get it started heated up?
A fishing kit and a pill bottle. Oh, that's a good idea. Some fishing line and some hooks.
425. Yep. Now, we're going to have a cauliflower crust pizza and a salad for dinner. And we're going to eat that during Jan's live. And then right after that is going to be Mountain Grandma Tammy's birthday bash. And I heard a rumor that there's going to be a giveaway at this live. So if you like giveaways, come on over.
Well, I'll be there.
It's going to be going live. Tina with Life in the Piedmont, Heather with Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. I'm going to go live on Broken Hearts Ministry, Adrian from Indiana Backyard Gardener, Simply Jan Homestead, and Lisa with Yogi Hollow Farms. So there's going to be a whole bunch of us, a whole panel, and some giveaway items. So if you guys and everybody in the chat, wish Tammy with Mountain Grandma, wish her a happy birthday. She is in the chat. I just saw her.
Gail, we should sing. Oh, we should
sing. Yeah, let's sing. Let's sing.
Ready?
Let's do it.
One.
Happy.
Oh. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tammy. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Go ahead. Yeah. So Tammy's birthday bash, she's never had one before. There's going to be literally 5 or 6 channels going live at the same time. So if you have multiple devices, get them ready, guys. Get them ready. Heather over here is going to be going live, and she does need some watch time. My other channel, Broken Hearts Ministry, is going to be going live, who also needs watch time. And Adrian with Indiana Backyard Gardener needs watch time. Tammy herself, the birthday girl, she also needs watch time. And Tina with Life in the Piedmont. So we all need watch time. So pick whichever ones.
Yeah.
You'll all pick different ones. And then try to help out multiple people at one time if you can. I know that's a lot of channels going live at one time. But
if you don't have a bag or 2 or 3 or a box or a crate or something to have things to get up and go in place, or you need to go through them, get that done. It's Preparedness Month, and that's your challenge from me to you, because you just never know. There might be a neighbor that's injured down the road, and you need to grab your sack because you've got whatever is needed in there to help that person. You never know what it will be.
True. Yeah. The thing in my car is not a bag, it's a box, but it's got all the emergency stuff in it.
Yeah. We keep inside of our car.
Medicine bottles is something you would have to grab at the last minute, because who has extra medication just laying around all the time? You would have to grab your current bottles with you and bring them.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you can order 30, 60, 90 days in advance. So you just have to make sure that you rotate, any kind of, aspirins, Tylenol, medications of any sort, asthma. I mean, if you have...
I do have needles. I do have needles and thread. I showed a whole little pack of sewing thread and needles. There's a whole pack I bought from Dollar Tree.
Having a suture kit, that's something that's important. If you can stitch a button on, you can suture, I think. I don't want to, but
that's cool.
Yeah. So that you have to try to remember in your head, maybe have a note on the top of your go bag, get meds or something like.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Because for me, I can't think to order. I keep 3 months at a time anyway, but I run out. So there's no way I could keep it in there. I would know it's there and keep going back and taking it out. So
you have to write it on a calendar.
And then you also would have to rotate it, because the medication would get old. So you would, and a week's worth's not going to do you any good. When you have, say you just filled your prescription, your disaster happens, you have to bug out. You have 3 months worth of medication there. So you would want to take your full bottle with your whole 3 months in there anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it depends. Now, it could be right before the time and I wouldn't have that much. And it could be, right when it just depends. And all the meds I have, I can order 3 months at a time.
Jace Medical is something else to look into. You put your medical information in the doctors send you the things that would help you with antibiotics and stuff like that. So that would put you, 3 months.
There was an antibiotic.
So if your normal prescription, say that's your normal prescription, you have to take daily, the Jace Medical, you would have that in there.
Random antibiotics.
You would have 4 months, including that. So that's something to think about.
Which they say not to keep your old medication, but it's my bug out bag. I'll put what I want in it. What you gonna do about it? Huh?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Extra glasses. Make sure you have all your foot care. Got
the athlete's foot stuff. It's a little one.
That's good to have because you never know. You never know.
You get walking around and you could have an athlete's foot, and that could be very painful if you're not treating it. It could be very painful.
Clay is a multi-purpose thing. Bentonite clay can be used for injuries. It can be used for toothpaste. It can be used for deodorant. Instead of having
garden too, can it? Isn't it also a gardening thing? Or am I?
I'm not sure. There's so many more uses that you can use it for. So instead of having toothpaste and deodorant and whatever else, you can have the bentonite clay to cover the bases. So yep, that's true. So make sure you've got
on as well.
A water filter and like a good knife and a shovel and maybe some kind of a rope, paracord, baking soda.
Yeah, I do need to add a tarp. I did notice I need to add a tarp here. Mm-hmm. I still have a little bit more. I still have some more room, and I do think I need to add peanut butter, peanut butter, tarp, dish soap.
Well, they have rain soap.
The dish soap could be used for anything. Washing your hair, your dishes, your body, whatever. I think that would be the best multi-purpose soap would be a thing of dish soap.
Yes.
It's only going to last so long because you're eventually going to run out. But you'll have it for as long as you have it for.
Wow. So also they have these shiny sheets that are like the thickness of paper, but it's silver, like at Walmart in the sporting area, and they come in like a little package folded up. It's like cellophane or something like that you can use to wrap yourself with. They're very lightweight.
Linda is donating a bag to the Ozark meetup. Thank you, Linda. That's a really awesome idea.
Put my name in the hat. Oh, just kidding. Honey.
Sorry, Heather. You have to be present to win.
Yeah, it'll take the infection.
Yes, I saw that on Anne of Green Gables. They treat a wound. The Indian people treat a wound on there with honey, and it closes up the wound, and then you stitch it. That's. I've heard that.
All kinds of good nutrients in it, antibiotics, probiotics, all the things in the honey. So.
Yeah, the car's your big bug out bag. Yeah. Well, if your house is destroyed, but you could still stay on the land and it's safe, then of course you'd want to do a tent or your shed or your camper or your car or something.
Yeah, don't get overwhelmed with all the things that people put in their bags. Just make sure.
Yeah, this happened over multiple years. And hubby even purchased a couple of things for it. And if I happen to think of something, because it's just recently back on my brain with all the talk that's going on around on YouTube right now.
Good.
So with being Preparedness Month and other unsettledness in the world, people are starting to talk about things like this again. And so it never hurts just to keep current on your bag and just get yourself just get yourself a backpack at Walmart or a used store or one you have laying around the house, and just go to Dollar Tree. Go to Dollar Tree and pick out 10 items and just put those in there first. And just keep adding to it from Dollar Tree and Walmart and different things that you have. And you, like you said, there's a knife that I won. Of course, I'm like, I could have given it to hubby. I decided to put it in my bug out bag instead because I think I had given him a different knife. I think I won a knife a couple of different times on YouTube.
I think in Tank. And sometimes maybe you can have like a lighter weight backpack that has a water filter, the blanket, like some of the smaller basics that you'd have to have, with you. Like if you're like downtown and you're shopping, like looking around or walking around and you can't get to your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have bags that they call get home bag. Say something happens to your vehicle and something's going on and you just have to get from your work to your home. Say my husband has to get from where he works to this home. So it's a bag that helps you to get home. So there are bags like that too that I've heard of.
Thank you.
And if you're interested in this subject, please go back and rewatch it on Milk and Honey Heritage Farms to help her with her watch time.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a lot of good information there. And if you're wanting to put a bug out bag together, just get your pen and paper out and write the things down and kind of
write it down. You don't have to
speed it up and slow it down and just start with 10 items at Dollar Tree. And
water, food, shelter, shoes.
Yeah. Your basics.
Yeah. So in the class that I took, the instructor for the preparedness class, he had all the things that you ever want laid out on the table. And he said, okay, you went on a hike one day in the woods. You'd been there before, but you decided to go a couple miles further. Well, all of a sudden you lost with your phone. You couldn't figure out what trail to get back, and it's starting to get dark. What tools would you use? Because you got to spend the night, and there's bears and whatever else out there.
Yeah, hubby's got the pew pew with his hunting bag. Mm-hmm. We've got like 5 or 6 of them in the house. So yeah, this is Texas. We're armed to the T over here. We're armed to the T. T for Texas. We are armed over here.
Yeah, make sure you get some practice in too with all that.
Texas is a bad place to try to break in houses because we all armed, even the old.
Yeah, you guys have better laws there for that.
Yeah, we can even walk around with it. We can hand carry around here. So we're totally armed.
We have to be licensed, go
armed. We're armed and dangerous around here in Texas. We're bigger and better and armed. No, just kidding. We are armed though. And we're pretty cool as well.
Until
I know. I try to stay prepared so that my mom could come here. My daughters could come here. My sister can come here. My sister-in-law, my brother, because we started to try to keep, extra food and items in the house. We try to stay, good with all that so that they can come here. And I don't even show all the stuff I got. I don't show everything, but I have some stuff. I have a few things.
Yeah, you don't share everything. No.
Yeah, no. I mean, there are things I purposely do not share.
Okay, so Jan,
it is time to go on over to Jan's live. So if someone could quickly put up the link to Jan's live, I believe it's going to be Jan and Kevin tonight, as far as I know. Jan and the boss. I don't have any prior information of anything else she has going on. So it's going to go from me to Jan. Right after Jan, it's going to be Mountain Grandma and all of us girls going lives on our different channels. And then after that, it's going to be Making It Home. And anyway, everybody's going live tonight. Check your notifications. Get your devices ready so you can have multiple girls running at the same time, because we are all
going to your bug out bags.
And bring your if you like to win stuff, come to the giveaway tonight. Yes. Mountain Grandma's birthday bash on everybody's channel. Everybody's going live, man. Everybody.
So anybody watching the replay, down in the comments, put down some items that you may have or that you can think of that you would put in your go bag, get out bag, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, please make a comment if you did the replay. What would you put in your go bag? What am I missing? How good do you think I did? Did I get an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F? Let me know what I could have done better, what I need to add, and if you're planning on doing one, or if you're just going to try to use your pews and stay in the, try to stay. Of course you try to stay. That's always your first option, but you just have to use the bug out bag only if you have to leave. So go ahead on over to Simply Jan Homestead. Tell her that Gail and Heather sent you over, and put some blue hearts in the chat, because I heard a rumor that Jan likes blue. So put some blue hearts in the chat. And tell her we sent over, and I'm going to get my dinner started, and then I'll be over there at Tammy's birthday bash. So we're going to go ahead and end this live here. Thank you guys all for coming. Love all of y'all. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. Bye, everybody.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.